speaking in my signature style as the opening segment of my podcast, Howard's Opinion. Welcome to Howard's Opinion, the premier destination for insightful sports analysis and commentary. I'm your host, Howard, and I'm delighted to have you join me today as we delve into the captivating world of sports. Today, we're focusing on the highly anticipated UFC 327 event, where Jiri Prochazka is set to face off against Carlos Ulberg for the vacant light heavyweight title at the Kaseya Center in Miami. This showdown promises to be an explosive and high-stakes encounter, with both fighters eager to make a statement and claim the championship. For those looking to get in on the action, DraftKings Sportsbook is offering an enticing new user offer, where you can bet and win $300 if your bet hits. The main event features a multitude of betting options, including moneyline, method of victory, and round totals, providing fans with numerous ways to approach the fight. As we examine the fight lines and betting splits, it's clear that Jiri Prochazka is favored to win, with 70% of bets placed on him. However, Carlos Ulberg's impressive 9-fight win streak should not be underestimated, making this a truly competitive and unpredictable matchup. The event will commence on Saturday, with early prelims starting at 5:30 p.m., followed by the main card at 9 p.m. EST. You can catch all the action live on Paramount Plus. As we continue to explore the world of sports betting and its intricacies, it's essential to remember that responsible gambling practices are crucial. Be sure to stay informed and make educated decisions when placing your bets. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the midst of a fascinating conversation about the world of sports, and now it's time to dive into our middle segment. Today, we're discussing the plight of the Toronto Blue Jays, who are facing an unprecedented wave of injuries that's left their roster decimated. Tell it like it is. When you're a reigning American League champion, expectations are high, and the last thing you need is a rash of injuries to derail your season. But that's exactly what's happening to the Blue Jays, with leadoff hitter George Springer being the latest casualty. A fractured left big toe, suffered during a game against the Minnesota Twins, has added to the team's woes. In my humble opinion, this is a devastating blow for Toronto. Springer, 36, was off to a slow start this season, but his presence in the lineup is crucial. Last season, he set new career highs in batting average and on-base percentage, and posted his second-highest slugging percentage. His loss will be deeply felt, especially with other key players like Alejandro Kirk, Addison Barger, and Anthony Santander already sidelined. The drama of athletic competition is never more apparent than when a team is faced with adversity like this. The Blue Jays are being pushed to the limit, with their starting pitching rotation also severely depleted. Jose Barrios, Shane Bieber, Bowden Francis, Cody Ponce, and Trey Savage are all out with various injuries, leaving the team scrambling to fill the gaps. Speaking to you from a place of candor, it's clear that the Blue Jays' management has its work cut out. Signing veteran lefty Patrick Corbin was a good move, but it's a temporary solution at best. The team needs its star players back on the field, and fast, if they're going to turn their season around. As we navigate this complex landscape of sports injuries and roster management, one thing is certain: the Blue Jays' fortunes will be closely watched by fans and pundits alike. Will they be able to overcome these setbacks and make a deep playoff run? Only time will tell. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. As we wrap up today's show, I want to shift our focus to the world of sports, specifically the recent Nike Hoop Summit. This prestigious event brings together some of the most talented young basketball players from around the globe, and this year's iteration did not disappoint. The men's team from the USA put on an impressive display, but it was the women's team that really stole the show. Led by Sania Hall and Jersey Robinson, who each scored 19 points, Team USA dominated the World Select team with a final score of 104-77. The depth and talent of the American squad were just too much for their international counterparts to handle. It's always exciting to see the next generation of basketball stars in action, And the Nike Hoop Summit never fails to deliver. From the lightning-quick drives to the basket to the clutch three-pointers, these young athletes have got it all. And let's not forget the international flair, with players from countries like Argentina, Japan, and Canada showcasing their skills. As the first always say, sports have a way of bringing people together, and events like the Nike Hoop Summit remind us of the power of competition and camaraderie. So, to all the young ballers out there, keep working on your jump shot, your dribbling, and your teamwork. You never know when you might find yourself on the big stage. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, keep your head in the game.